Hey guys, what's up again? It's John here. I wanted to do the next video for you as I promised. It's of the comparison between the Boeing 737-800 versus the Airbus Industries A320. Both are the narrow-body class, medium-sized airliner. Both planes are roughly the same size in almost every dimension. Slightly different from one another, but roughly all the same. Both planes can fly around 3,000 miles. Both planes carry 100. Well, the Airbus actually holds 184 max, while the 738 holds 189. So anyway, let's. Hopefully, this video is a bit educational. Hope you guys enjoy it. That way, you can anyone out there who doesn't know which one's which, this will help you familiarize. Okay, so we'll start with the Airbus. As you can probably tell, the most noticeable thing about most plane Airbuses are the fenced wingtips. Now, a lot of Airbuses now are also getting their version of the blended wing that, like what the 737s have. They're called sharklets, but for the most part, they usually have those. Oh, the APU is one thing that's different. It sticks out. I guess that's for aerodynamic reasons. If you see a 737 pass over, look at the tail and see how short, stumped it is. That's one way to tell it's a 737. Now, both planes. Now, these two in particular both use the CFM 56 engine. One's different from the other. But the A320 also uses the IAE V2500 engine. So it has two engine options to the 737's one option. These two both use the CFM 56 engine. The hot core and turbine sections are the same. It's just the fan and compressor stages that are completely different from one another. That's why the engine on the Airbus is fully rounded. No, that's due to height clearance. Excuse me about that. I didn't mean to get that wrong. But the engine is bigger on the A320 than it is the 737. The A320 is taller, but I believe the tail of the 737 is either about the same height as it or just barely slightly taller. You'd have to really kind of pay attention. The next noticeable difference between these two planes is the fuselage length. It's only about 6 feet, but I'll try and get it as best I can for you. It's not much of a difference, but I figure it's better to explain it. That way you guys know what's what. Okay. It's about 6 feet. I don't want to damage. There we go. There we go. 6 feet difference. I know it's small and significant, but it is there. You kind of can't tell. 737 is definitely a little longer. Oh, the wingspans, the two wings are different. The flap section only goes out to about halfway on the 737, whereas in the Airbus, I believe it's about 70 to 75% of the way out. Not sure why. I'm not sure if each wing produces lift differently from each plane. I've never figured that out personally. I would love to know if anyone had any insight. I would love to have some info. One other difference, at least for these, is the nose. The 737's nose is a little longer. The Airbus uses more of a stunt, like a stubby nose, as you could tell. Let me try and angle it better. There you go. Not that much of a difference, but you can see the difference. The nose on the Airbus is stubbier. Also, the fuselage is also wider on the Airbus. It's not that much wider, but there is a bit more space, but you can't really tell. So only people fly a lot. Let's take a look at the engines real quickly, as I was talking about earlier. So these are the CFM 56-726Bs, and these are the CFM. Let me get it out of there. CFM 56-5Bs. You could tell that these engines are bigger. Since they're also higher off the ground, they're able to be full round, as to where on the 737 they're still flat on the bottom. The 737 engines have less blades on the F1 fan, so it is less weight. But like I said, the A320 is heavier, so it needs more thrust. Now, as you can probably tell here, we have the two wingtips. we have the 738 with its blended winglet and the A320 with its fence wingtip, but a lot of Airbuses now are getting the sharklets, which basically almost make the two aircraft even. The wingspan on the Airbus is so small you could barely tell it's slightly longer, but you can. Hold on, I'm trying to do this the right way. I'm trying to stabilize it. There we go. The wingspan on the A320 is 111 feet 11 inches. That's with the present wingtips. With the sharklets, it's 116 feet 9 inches. The 738 is 112 feet 6 inches. With the winglets, it's 117. I believe it's 5 or 6 inches. It's in that range somewhere. One thing to tell which one is, especially at night, would be right here on the wingtips. The white position strobes that you see right next to the navigation lights. The Boeings only flash once, and the Airbuses flash twice. So it's like on the Boeing's one flash, stop, one flash. The A320's two flashes. Oh, sorry guys, I had a little moment right there. I apologize. The fuel burn on the 738 is just slightly better. It's only because it's lighter. It's not that much lighter, but... Oh, one thing I did forget to mention. The Airbus, when it was produced, and I believe it was in 1980, I think it was 80, it was somewhere between 87 and 89. Somewhere, I forgot to look it up. Well, I did, but I just forgot. This was a plane using fly-by-wire technology at the time. It was pretty advanced. It inconsiderably beat the 737 Classic series at the time. It's 3, 4, and 500. It was about 10 to 13 years before Boeing even managed to jump on to what we have now, the Next Generation series. Which I'm glad they have. I love the Next Gens. They're nice. But the Airbuses are good too. Everyone has a different opinion of aircraft. I mean, some people like Boeing, some like Airbus. You know, it's just whatever. There's not much else different about these two planes. I try and do my best to educate you. Hopefully it'll pay out in the long run. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, any comments. Like I said, I'd like to give shout-outs to anyone who's interested. If you want a shout-out, don't hesitate to say anything. Please leave in the comment section. I would love a shout-out myself. That would be pretty awesome. You guys have a wonderful night. Hope you enjoyed the video, and peace out.